G-Squad, what's happening with y'all, baby? Tall guy back with another legendary video. You see the title, you see the thumbnail, you see the special guy right here, man. That's my guy, my main man for a long time. That is Joe Fabiano here at Forest Lake Chevy Cadillac, man. All his info will be in the description below. And as well, make sure y'all go ahead and give them a follow on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, everything. Make sure you go subscribe to him. The WISEMEN Show.
We got the Ats-V, man. We've been excited about this one. I told you this
a while ago.
Back when I got to build it. I got to build this. I got to pick it all. I did black on black. Did the Recaro seats with the chevron inserts, black wheels, red calipers. Built this good, man.
That thing is nasty.
If I wanted to buy it, I would get a manual, but the automatics are technically faster. They're doing 464 horse, 445 foot-pounds of torque, which is
pretty big deal.
Big.
And they come with a manual. It's optional to have a manual or automatic.
Absolutely.
So most people that would buy this would want a manual.
Depends. You know, honestly, like nowadays, the automatics are faster than the manuals.
Right.
But some people still like that control of the vehicle with the manual.
The real car enthusiast brain.
Yeah.
For sure. I want automatic, brother. I'm with you.
Yeah,
you know?
I get it.
I'm with you, brother. You know what I mean? But a lot of car enthusiasts be watching, so you just got to put that little disclaimer out there.
Yeah.
But this is actually really nice. When do y'all get the CTSV?
So I haven't built one yet. I have the choice to build them, but since they're that high-end luxury cars that are kind of a little more expensive, I kind of am a little precautious on ordering them. Just because usually when people come in to buy one, they want to order it exactly how they want it.
Really?
So really, I could get one whenever I want. Maybe I will throw one in there. We'll see how this one sells. You guys need to help me sell this one. I'll get you probably the best deal you'll see in the country. Promise you.
Yeah, I promise you that too. Joe Fabiano's a really good dude, man. So make sure y'all holler at him. Like I said, all his info will be in the description below. Tell them about your podcast, bro.
Podcast, man. We've been doing really good, staying consistent. We've been we introduce a lot of the local artists when it comes to hip hop or music in general, and actually people who do reviews, everything.
I was on there.
Videographers, we try to support people's art. But we've been doing it 3 years now, man.
Yeah, congrats on that, bro. Big time.
Yeah, we've been,
that's a monumental feat.
Yeah, I know.
For sure.
Time
Consistent.
means we're doing good. So.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so make sure you follow the WISEMEN Show, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can find it on any platform that you want to. If you need Cadillac, Chevrolet, any used car, we got crazy amount. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We got all kinds of stuff. Beano. We got Beano's back.
Yep. Forest Lake Beano.
Yeah, he's back.
That's my guy. Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. His Instagram link will be in the description below as well. But I can't wait to get a hold of that 19 Camaro with the new taillights. A lot of people have been asking me to review that.
See if I have one incoming or in stock, and we'll see if we can get that one in here in the near future too. You know, another thing too about this car, this is what the Camaro's built on, the Ats-V. You just reminded me of that.
Oh, for real?
But it's a 3.6 twin turbo. And that 3.6 twin turbo, I mean, it's nasty. You see the big radiator in the front, and then
I see it. It's crazy, man. Look at that carbon fiber right there on the bottom. And what he's talking about is you can see both of the air intakes, one right here on the left and one right here on the right for the turbos. And then you got that big ass radiator right there in the middle. So tell them what we're working with here, Joe.
So 3.6 twin turbo, I kind of went over it a little bit. 464 horse, 445 foot-pounds of torque. Top speed 189 on the track, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You gotta remember, this is a 6-cylinder twin turbo, so that's pretty cool. I like that.
I mean, look at this joint, man. This thing's insane. Look at that weave. Pure, immaculate, man. Then you got the carbon fiber right here as well. That's a big deal as well. I would call that the Aquaman neck, the gill neck right there on the side, right in the front though. The headlights, I like that crispy touch. Look at that one swoop that comes down with the bulb right there in the middle. This thing is nasty, bro. 4,600 pounds.
If you pull up to this, you would never guess. You know what I mean? It's like the old CTSVs. The old CTSV was the 6.2 supercharged, 556 horse on the old body. Now they're doing 640 horse, 630 foot-pounds. But when you pull up next to it, you wouldn't expect it unless you know.
Right, yeah, you got to be in the loop to know what a CTSV is or an ATSV. Yep. Look at them wheels. Yeah, you killed the spec, bro.
I know.
Yeah, that joint is nasty. 255 tires in the front with the red brake calipers. I'm glad you put that red, bro. You ain't go conservative. That red's a big deal.
I would have done yellow if I would have known the chevron inserts had that look. I would have liked that look too, but I like red. That was always my favorite when it came to the caliper color.
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, I'm glad you didn't do that because it contrasts well with that yellow with the red and then the black.
And if you look at the emblem, the red and the yellow, the seats, the calipers, everything kind of matches with that.
That's what I say. I like that. And then if you look right here in the front, one thing that's kind of cool in the front too is this little slight cutout right there. Look like Knight Rider kind of. You know what I mean? You could low-key put a little bulb in there and make it look something like it.
That's a cool little idea. I like
that'd be a good touch, right?
That's actually a really cool touch.
Hell yeah, I think so too. And then you got the blinker right here.
Yep.
Incorporated.
Everything too, so the lights will light up down there, so you can see the potholes out here in Minnesota.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. And then you got the V right here on the door with that side skirt. Let me shut this door. Look at the side skirt right there. They're gonna drop my keys. Embarrassing. Look at that, man. That's actually really, really, really nice. I like the paint on there, bro. And I'm not even a black on black fan, but I think it was smart to go with the black on black because it's gonna sell easier like that. A lot of people like black on black. Gets dirty quick, but when it's clean, looks immaculate.
I agree. Honestly, I like white. I like white exterior, black wheels. I like that look.
That's how I feel too, bro. White paint, black wheels, red brake calipers, red interior. Man, don't give me a panoramic roof or anything like that. I'm really top leveled in, but look at the carbon fiber right here as well. Big time crispy, man. And look at the pipes, got the quads on there, man. Real nasty. Yeah, I keep dropping my damn stuff all out my pocket. Man, I'm so embarrassing. What'd you say though, Joe? My bad.
The adjustable modes too, your sport mode, your touring mode, so it adjusts when it takes off on the rear wheels and whatnot too. So
yeah, you got the V by the feet.
You adjust that. Also controls with the exhaust.
Yeah, this thing is nasty, bro. And you got the sunroof right here on the top of the Mook, man. Come on, man. Look at that thing, man.
Yep.
This thing is nasty, bro.
You know how that exhaust just adjusted there?
Yeah, you put it in like a race mode or a sport mode?
Touring goes into the track mode, yeah.
Yeah, that thing's crazy.
All 4 cannons ready to go.
And you got the V right there with the spoiler. I like that. It kind of just pops off right there, man. Like a little Botox in the lip. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with a little bit of Botox, ladies. Look at the quad right there, though, man.
Don't do too much.
Yeah, don't do too much. You be out here looking like a damn puffer fish. You know what I mean? But let's get in the interior, Joe. Let's talk about that. So when you first open the door right here, you got that V like I showed you over on the passenger side. You got the Bose sound system. You got not carbon fiber, but looks something like it, right?
It is actually a carbon fiber.
It is?
It's a real carbon fiber.
Oh, wow. Just no gloss or nothing to it, huh? Right. That's what I was thinking. I just didn't know for sure, but you got that type like gunmetal, gray type, metallic Wolverine cloth for the door handle right there. You got your memory seats wrapped around Alcantara, sorry, pardon me. You got the leather right here. You got your trunk button. You got the big, heavily bolstered up seats right there. Look at them things. This thing is crazy. Recaro. What you over there listening to? Your podcast? Yeah, getting the views up. You damn right. You got to be your own #1 fan first. But look at the seats, man.
Yeah, Recaro seats are a sports seat. You'll feel when you get in it, it locks you in, so you don't have the sway going back and forth. So if you need to huck the corners, and that's another thing about Cadillac that people don't understand is the handling. They handle really, really well.
Yeah. Absolutely. All the ones that you've had me driven, I've definitely liked them all, man. I really like this design of this seat, though. And you got the Recaro right here, where usually Recaro is like right here in the middle.
Right.
It's right here, just like kind of imprinted in the seat, the leather quality. Is this Alcantara?
Oh, it's a chevron.
I feel like money.
That suede, you know?
Yeah, that's nice. Kind of got to just caress the seat one time, just get that textural kind of feel. You know, it ain't the same until you put your hands on it, man. But look at the V right here as well. I like how you contrasted it with the stitching and all that with the black leather. Yep. Real nice, bro. You got all the mechanics. You got, obviously, your steering wheel. You got some more carbon fiber right here with some Alcantara. Let me go ahead and scoot the seat back because I know Joe Little Man, he got that thing scooted to the mook.
All the way back. That's the thing with Cadillac, like I was saying, it's simple, but it's unique. It's luxury. You know, they got the Q system, which has had quite a bit of updates since they originally came out. They've always kind of been ahead of the game, but they've done a lot of updates to make sure that it is efficient and whatnot. They got the technologies, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. And the nice thing about the users too, let's say you own a Caddy, you go rent a car, you log into your user, all your settings are all saved. Yep. Everything, radio settings, the whole 9 yards.
So you're just good to go as soon as you hop in your whip.
Super cool, yeah.
Okay.
It's like when you get a new iPhone, you log into your Apple ID, everything links back together. Same thing with the users on Cadillac. So if you hit like the memory setting, let's say your wife is 1 and you're 2, so if you hit 2, it automatically go to your settings for everything? All automatic, yep.
And if you hit 1, it goes to her settings.
Yeah, and you won't even need to push those buttons on the side either, because that's all turned on automatically in the settings too, which is cool.
Oh, wow, that's super dope. And I see you got 200 on the dash, of course. That's never a bad thing. Yep. It's actually really dope. Goes up to about 6,500 RPMs. So you all the way kosher and good. I got a little bit over half a tank to do what I want to do with this thing.
If you got a track mode, it will probably shift at that 6,500 RPMs, maximizing your horse and torque. You know?
Oh, well, we ain't even doing that. It's a brand new car. That's nice right there.
Got the wireless charging, updated wireless charging too, so it's compatible with more phones, which is nice too. So
absolutely.
That's more newer technology.
All you had to do is just caress it a little bit.
Yeah, it's just a touch feeling on the V down here.
Oh yeah, that's
nice.
dope.
And you can lock that with the valet mode, which is cool. So if you go to a nice restaurant, you want to hide your wallet and stuff like that.
You don't want the valet digging all in there.
Exactly. Which
that's
is cool.
smart. Yeah, that's real cool. I like this engine start button right here too. That's like kind of nice and discreet. Yeah, real nice. I was just going to say that too.
Keeping everything even, balanced.
Does this one open up too?
No, that's just the bottom unit. But
just embarrass myself, Joe.
That's actually the I forgot what they call it, the where it senses the screen. So if the screen's dimmed out, once you get close, it senses your hand and it pops up your settings.
Oh, it lights up like a Christmas tree, huh?
Yeah, it's a technology like the, not radar, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, all the Q systems I've ever got in, man, they're all very responsive. Even here, when you just tap it on this, like it's like a touch screen. Yeah. But it has like a little click to it too when you do it.
Feedback is what they call it. Yeah.
What's it called?
Haptic feedback. It's that little vibration that you feel that you know you actually touched it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Then you got the heated seats. Let's go and turn that off because this is a nice day in Minnesota right now.
Finally, man.
For sure. Now I'm about to go to LA. Now I want to get nice. Ain't that something crazy, man?
LA is sunshine all the time. That's your home button. That just gets you back to your home screen. Or if you double press it, it gets your navigation and radio up too.
Oh, okay. I thought you just hit that and it just take you home tight.
Right. Oh, that would be nice.
That would be nice.
Autopilot or something.
Yeah. Then you got that carbon fiber over here too.
Well, you did see the Super Cruise.
Oh yeah, that was nice. Super Cruise was real nice.
That is the craziest thing ever.
Absolutely.
That is super crazy.
I like that carbon fiber right there though. Can you pop that glove box over from me, brother?
Yep.
You got some good little storage space in there?
Yep.
What's the sticker price?
Small. 80,000.
80,000. What's the base price before all the extras? 67?
67,795.
That's not bad.
But you see, I did the Recaro high performance seats, the luxury package. I did the 8-speed automatic, which is technically faster than the manual speeds.
Gotta throw that little disclaimer out there.
0 to 60 is 3.8. That's why when everybody gets mad at me, why didn't you do a manual? Well, technically it's a little faster. People like the faster.
So if you get the manual, are you in the 4s?
I'm sure, depending on how you shift, you should be a 3.8 to 4. Okay. So you got to be a master.
If you're me, it'd be around a 4.5.
Right.
I ain't the best manual driver, brother. Yeah.
So yeah. So safety and security package, that's where you get like your heads-up display, all your safety, lane keep assist.
Yeah, which this definitely has the heads-up display.
Yep.
I love the heads-up display, bro. Why every car ain't got the heads-up display? Man, look at the damn thing, man.
You know, it's funny, they had that for a long time. You remember the old Grand Prix back in the day? They had heads-up display.
I had a Grand Prix before when I was a shorty, too. Yeah, that's the car that they confiscated from me when I was doing those illegal activities.
Back in the old days.
I'm a changed man now, though, so it's different, man. But anyways.
That's all of us.
For sure. Look at the V right here as well. That's nice cool. With the piano finish. Yep. Yeah, why ain't got the flat bottom, though, bro?
I don't know.
I wish I had the flat bottom. Like, man, I mean, like every sports car, they all got the flat bottom.
You gotta remember too, with the V series, the luxury is also here too. So you got that ride of a nice ride that you can take this across the country. You look at a lot of the bloggers, the big time magazine guys, they say they won't mind driving this across the country. Where most of your sports cars, you don't even want to drive more than 30 minutes and you already feel like crap. But this ride's really nice. You know, with all the potholes after a winter.
You're definitely here in Minnesota.
You don't even feel like you're going fast.
No, for sure. So, and you got a nice sunroof in here too.
Yep.
Goes a long way. No Alcantara on the top though, Joe.
Nope.
I like the Alcantara when it's wrapped around everywhere, but you know it's on the seat, so I'll take that. Look at the back seats with the cup holders back there. I like that. I got the cup holders back there.
Not when tall guys in here. You ain't sitting in there.
No, that's definitely not happening, man. But I appreciate you, my guy. I'm gonna get up out of here. See you in a minute, Joe. My guy Joe had to dip out, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and give his podcast a follow on the YouTube channel, on the Instagram, and everything else, man. Look at these seats, man. I really do love these seats. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. And even the door panel is actually really nice. Got some nice leathers right there. Got the carbon fiber there. Really, really nice. Got the storage space long, but not kind of narrow. So it's not like you're not gonna be able to fit a lot. But I like how they made it look kind of inconspicuous, you know what I mean? And then you got the black leather right here on the gear shifter. You got the park, obviously, the reverse, the neutral, and then the drive, and you can pop that thing over and, you know, do your whole little paddle shifter things if you want. Or you can come over here and you could actually play with the actual paddle shifters if you would like. And look at them things. They look real tight metallic-y, don't they? Look like a Silver Surfer from Fantastic Four, don't it? I like the steering wheel. I like the whole layout of this car, man. It's really nice, and I love coupes, man. And I'm pretty sure anybody who's been watching my channel for a long time, I'm pretty sure y'all already noticed by now, but they got some nice little storage space in here as well. It's like a little charger port and all that stuff. You go ahead and shut that. I like the piano fishes, man. I like the cup holders. And this key fob is the same kind of key fob that's pretty much in the Camaros as well. Or if you ever seen like an Escalade or anything like that, it's pretty much the same key fob. Nice key fob though. Moving on from the key fob though, here goes your storage space right here. Nice, cool little cubby space, honestly, for, you know, a coupe, man. You got some USB, your micro SD card and all that. And then you got this wheel lock right here. So, I mean, this is a pretty big package, so it gives you an understanding of how much storage space is actually in there. And then I like this right here, too. It looks like the Predator's mouth, right? And you shut that, got some nice leather right here, man. I definitely got to give y'all a backseat review, so let's go ahead and do that. Like I said, this thing does have the button where you can lock and unlock your car when you just walk up to the car. But what you want to do when you come in here is you want to grab this little handle right here, pull it up like so. And this, like the BMW M4 that I did a review on the other day, has this motorized mechanics. So all you got to do is literally hit this button and it'll scoot up like so. And as you can see, the Alcantara on the back of the seat, that's a really, really, really nice touch right there. I don't think I've ever seen that on a car before that I can remember right off the top of my head. You got a nice little tight cubby space right here behind the seat. You can definitely utilize that for some laptops or someone to sort back there. I wouldn't see you want to get back there with no messy food or drinks and, you know, messing up that nice Alcantara, man. But once that thing is fully up, you grab the seatbelt like so, and you kind of just step in and then hop in. Now, as you can see, it's a really tight squeeze because it's a really small car. But in all honesty, I'm used to being in small little confined spaces like this, man, because when you're 6'10", there's not too many places you just fit in naturally, man. But it got a nice little cutout right here. Like I said, I'm 6'10", man, abnormally sized human being. You know, there's not too many backseat coupes that I actually fit in other than like my Challenger Hellcat. But I did recently do the BMW M4 coupe, obviously, and I fit back there pretty cool as well. I mean, if I had to say which one was better, excuse me, since this one has a cutout, maybe, but no, actually that M4 is probably better. But my legroom ain't that bad, considering the seat's not all the way up. But let's go ahead, put that thing back like so. Now, this would be an ideal situation for me and my legs right now, but if I kept it at that setting, you would literally probably have to be like a toddler or like 11-year-old kid or just a really short adult, man. Y'all hear how I use that? I didn't say the other word. I just say you got to be a really short adult to sit up there and for me to be right here, because if I try to scoot that thing back, I can probably move my legs to the side like so and absolutely have no wiggle room, and my knees and my legs are literally locked in. And now you could probably be about maybe 6 foot, 5'11", maybe 5'10", definitely not over 6 feet, that's for sure. And I definitely wouldn't be able to sit back here for very long. But I have to imagine if you have kids or anything like that, and like, you know, they're obviously not that old, like maybe 16 and younger, they can sit back here for a good amount of time. But when they sitting back here, they definitely gonna be wrapped around some nice Alcantara right here, some good leathers, big bolstered up seat. And if you can see, it's like slightly raised up, real nice, man. And I mean, just the material back here is kind of type flawless, you know, for a Cadillac, man. I really like, you got your speakers back here, you got your armrests, your seatbelts, obviously. I do wish the seatbelts had a little color. It'd been really nice if the seatbelts were like this color, but nice nonetheless. You don't have like an armrest pull down kind of thing, but you do have your 2 cup holders right there, would actually, you know, go a really long way if you ask me. You got, you know, a little charger port right here. And if this is a plug-in thing, that's really cool. Oh yeah, house outlet right there, whatever wattage that is, and you got your vents right here. And if you just look, you know, at the front cabin space right here, man, really nice from the back seat. You're definitely not getting a bad view at all. But that's honestly probably as long as I can sit back here. So let's go ahead and scoot that thing up, man, and then lift this seat up so that way we get out of here, man. My knees definitely got a breath of fresh air. So let's get up out of here, man, and let's go on and drive that Alcantara. It's actually really nice, man. I like these seats. Seats are super dope. If I had to say right now, best feature on the inside of this car, I would have to say the seats. And definitely after seeing the Alcantara wrapped around the whole back of it, and then just talking about how it looks in the front, I mean, very, 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 very nice seats. Y'all outdid yourself this time, Cadillac, with those. The hard part, actually trying to climb out of here. So I grabbed the seat belt, and I kind of got to lunge myself forward like so, and get up out of here. Now, as you can see, not necessarily the easiest and the slickest way to get out of a car, but nonetheless, like I said, when you're tall like me, you're used to these kind of things. Since we're on the outside of the car right now, let's go ahead and check out that trunk space and see how practical that actually is. You got the ATS right here. As soon as you open up the trunk, you got a little storage space right here. Nope, that's for the battery. And I mean, you got a little space over here, but yeah, all in all, not bad trunk space. You can definitely fit a good amount of groceries in there. That is for sure. Now, before we go on a drive, I just want to show y'all my leg room right here real quick. You can put your left foot between the footrest and the brake, and I mean, I got pretty much full extension. Pretty much this is where my seat's set all the way back and all the way down, so this is about as good as it's gonna get. But for my right foot, this is, you know, as good as it's gonna get right here. I'm not gonna be able to keep my knee up under the steering wheel to where it's not hitting the steering wheel, but you know, you got some nice, you know, soft plastic type leathers right here that you can rest your knee up against and, you know, drive like this for a good amount of time. And, you know, these are things that you actually have to worry about when you're tall, like myself, and for all the other tall people out there in the world. I know this is a big thing for y'all, so that's why I always emphasize on this in all my car review videos. Now, my headroom is a different story. As y'all can see, like, my head is not rubbing up against it or nothing like that. And this is actually a sunroof, man, that I showed y'all already, and I just shut it right now because it was kind of beaming on my head a little bit, started to bake up a little bit on top. I seen a little spark fly up there, so I said, you know what, got to shut that thing, man. But my headroom is cool, man, and my legroom is cool enough as well for a long period of time. I can drive this car for a long period of time. I do wish I could extend my right leg a little bit more, but my headroom is cool and my legroom is pretty cool as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start this joint up, and let's go on a drive, man. Let's go. Alright, G-Squad, so let's go ahead and buckle up and let's go on a drive, baby. On off in a 2019 Ats-V. Now, y'all been asking me for this now, G-Squad, so here it go. Now, I know it ain't the CTS, like I said. CTS will be coming soon, man, so stay tuned for that review as well. I'm going car review crazy right now, man. This is a beautiful car. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put that thing in track mode. We're gonna do just a little bit. We ain't gonna, it's a brand new car, so we ain't gonna go full top level. Just wanna see how it goes. Pretty nice. I ain't even floor it right there, but it just sounds good. I honestly believe if you gave somebody this car and you didn't tell them it was a V6, you know, turbocharged, I mean, from the response to that pedal, I would say V8, man. And the way it sounds too, I gotta say, that's probably one of the best sounding V6s I've ever drove that I can think of right off the top of my head. I know a lot of people usually give V6s, you know, a lot of flack, but me, I personally don't care if something's a V6, V8, whatever. As long as the thing goes fast and it gets that hard to doing that right there, that's all I care about. Let's give it a little turn, let's see. Yeah, that thing is going real good. That's crazy. This thing going, let's go ahead and see how it goes around the corner. Swift. That thing's real nice. Honestly, for $80,000, man, would I say this is worth it just from the little bit of drive I've done so far? Man, that's a tough one because the Hellcat costs, I mean, the thing is, I don't think people who are buying the Ats-V or the CTS-V are cross-shopping these with Hellcat Challengers or Hellcat Chargers, but you gotta know that's around the same price. It's actually more expensive than those, so I mean, that actually says a lot. But I mean, when you're really thinking about it, it's not really that bad though. Even though it might be 10 grand more, 15 grand more, you still get all the luxury amenities in here that, you know, the Hellcats don't have. Just think about how the thing looks too. It weighs about the same as a Hellcat though. That's the crazy part. But just the outside of it looks amazing. It looks like it weighs less because it's smaller, it's more sharper, it's got them sharp creases and edges. I mean, the way the grille looks from the headlights all the way back, just the design of the car, like, it's just a really beautiful looking car in my opinion, if you ask me. The interior is where it really excels. And I mean, look at the seats, man. Oh my God, the seats are crazy. And the way that Joe Fabiano spec'd this joint out with the black, with that peanut butter type looking interior, Alcantara, man, suede with the leathers wrapped around everywhere, man. You can't go wrong with it. Even the back seats are actually really comfortable, even though they're highly bolstered up. They're super comfortable back there, man. Crazy part is the bolstering on this front seat. When I first got it, I'm not even gonna lie to you, when I first got in it, I did not like it because it hugs like your rib cage really tight. Like, this is probably one of the most tightest bolstering up cars I've actually been in. And that's the crazy part. Maybe when I got the other cars with the tight bolster, maybe it didn't feel so tight because, you know, maybe people broke it in and it loosened up the bolstering a little bit. But these, I mean, just look at it though. Look how it's just hugging tight. It's hugging your ribs literally. So you go around corners and it's no problem. But at first, when I first initially got into it, I was like, man, that's too damn tight. Like, you know, like for anybody bigger than me, and I'm a pretty slim fella, that's, you know, hence my nickname, why it's slim. Anybody bigger than me, man, these are really gonna bother you, to be honest, because if you got any sort of love handles or any type of, you know what I mean, a little bit overweight problems, no problem to you, you know, and no roast. But this, you know, it'll be a tough car for you to be in because it'll make you feel like you are bigger than you actually are. I mean, I got in here and was like, man, I'm telling you, man, look, man, because it's hugging you really tight. But here goes the kicker of it all is, even though they're hugging you that tight, it's super mad comfortable. So how they were able to do that, I don't know. And I mean, just look at how the seat looks itself. I mean, come on, man. Even the back seats look amazing. They feel amazing. They look amazing. Like, I mean, you can't complain about the interior of this car at all. I feel like it's really refined. And for it to be a Cadillac, man, that says a lot. But I really like the way this steering wheel looks. The steering wheel feels like money. It's a nice heated steering wheel, which matters a lot here in Minnesota, man. And the speedometer looks, I mean, it kind of does have a little bit of digital down there. Everybody knows that I love the digital displays on, you know, the speedometers and all that. This has a little too much analog for me. If I had to complain about one thing in this car, I would say it's probably the way the speedometer looks. It does have the digital display right there under the analog speedometer, but it just has way too much analog, man. It's 2019. For the seats to look this amazing, that speedometer should be looking a whole lot better. But what it does have that I do love in every car, which I touched on earlier in the video, is the heads-up display. I absolutely love the heads-up display. It's really crispy on here. You know, you can move it up and down and side to side, all that good stuff, man. It got the speed limit there. You know, pretty much what every car has that, you know, has the heads-up display. The whole dash layout right here in the middle, I gotta say I actually do like the way the start-stop button looks. You know, the whole cue system, how it looks like that black piano finish, you know, that brings itself all the way down to the gear shifter. And then you got the carbon fiber right there above the glove box, which is a really nice touch, with the Alcantara and the leather, which actually goes a long way. And then work your way over to the passenger's door, you got the carbon fiber over there as well, with the Alcantara, with the leather as well, which, like I said, once again, it goes a really long way. We got this little roundabout right here. I'm gonna go around it a little fast and see how this thing does. And I mean, the seat's just hugging me crazy. The body roll is literally, even though this thing weighs like 4,400 pounds or whatever Joe said it was, it doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's much lighter. And I mean, like I said, that's pretty same or similar to my Hellcat. I don't know all the curb weight right off the top of my head, but from what Joe told me and from what I know about my Hellcat, it sounds like it's pretty close in weight. And I mean, it makes sense because it has all the luxury stuff in here, the heavy leathers, the Alcantaras, you got all the extra, you know, refined stuff up in here. You got the technology, which, you know, all that stuff, you know, adds something. They got sunroof, you know, all the stuff that people who like race cars and lightweight cars don't get in their cars. Pretty much just bare bone when they get them kind of pure hardcore car enthusiast cars. But this one is actually really nice. And like I said, that body roll over there was pretty much none. It was minimal to none. Let me get a little straight pull right here. That thing sounds really good, don't it? To be a V6, that thing sounds like kind of like a V8, I'd say. I mean, I'd go that far to stretch it. Like I said, to a person who don't know that much about cars, you get in this car and you're gonna think it's that anyway. And let's say you do know something about cars, and let's say nobody tells you this actually has a V6 in it. I guarantee you most people who didn't know nothing about this car and they just sat you in with a blindfold and you actually hit the pedal. I don't know how you would drive with a blindfold on, but let's say you just hit the pedal. From that sound and the way the response is, you know, when you hit that pedal, I would guarantee you a lot of people would mistake this to be a V8. And even though it's turbocharged, it literally doesn't have no lag really, like from what I feel. Let me give it a little floor right here, let me see. Little lag. It's not crazy though, like it's not something, you know, you're gonna complain about, but you know, it's definitely a little lag for sure. Now, when I say this car is worth $80,000, I would say so. Though you can get cars that are faster for $80,000. Now, if speed is all you care about, then yeah, I mean, not so much, you know, but if you like speed with refinement and like all this extra stuff with the Recaro seats and all that, then, you know, I would say, you know, it's definitely worth that. But if you're a person like me and you just want pure speed, like Hellcat type speed, which I have a Hellcat, so I'm being a little bit biased here, but if that's all you care about and you don't care about all this other stuff like myself, then, you know, you get more bang for your buck. But beautiful car, really nice car, man. If you want to get something like this, man, come up here and holler at my guy Joe Fabiano here at Forest Lake Chevy Cadillac, man. They're gonna get the job done for you, man. But your boy Tall Guy, I am out of here, baby. I will see you on the next video, man. I'm gone.